Live from the Tony Wallow Studios, it's the Ken Stout Live Show, featuring the Zoom homies,
Hey everybody.
produced by LK Productions.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
It's actually Greg.
Hold on a minute.
It's actually Greg, though. Greg's box keeps lighting up. So, Winter Mute, boy, where's my head at? Jose Photo Mix Media's in the house, Jeff's in the house, Greg's in the house, and Chris is in the house.
Jeff's in the house, Greg's in the house, and Chris is in the house.
I'm going to go ahead and mute Greg till he gets it shut off. It's almost like a tradition anymore, isn't it? So, good evening, gentlemen. And Jeff. Jeff goes, yeah.
Max is in the house.
Hey, Max. Hey, Alexa. No? Oh, wait. I can't say that because you have an Alexa, right, Jose?
Nope, I have a Google Assistant, but I'm using, look, I'm smart as you are. I'm using
Hey, Google.
Oh, so it was Google that was setting that off the other night.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Said, hey, Google, and my phone asked me, how can I help?
hey, Ken,
Yeah.
remember what my assistant cost me?
Oh, if I sit here and think about it long enough, I will. But right now, I don't. I've slept since then.
Let me show you guys. So let me
I have an answer for him, but it's not family friendly.
Wintermute says, sir. Long Dog says, I just triggered his. Oh, so Long Dog has the LAEXA. Okay.
Oh, you're live on YouTube already?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I try to start on time.
Well, I'm going to demonstrate after hours then.
All right. Oh, boy.
Why did I hear a noise like a floppy drive reading?
It has to be on your end, Chris. I'm not hearing anything, actually.
I know, but it's not. It's on my end, but where did it come from?
I'm not sure. Let's see. Tony Wallow was first. Jim was second. Chris was third. Photo Mix Media was fourth. And Greg says, well, I guess I'm fifth. Yeah, Greg, pretty much. And Long Dog says he ate too much. So, Bobby Warren is here. Good.
Man, bloody hell's here.
And is that Dare? Oh, you know what's missing? Doggone it. Wintermute will be so proud of me. I have something I want to share later on. But you'll notice the clocks are missing on the YouTube stream.
Yeah.
And that's because I actually today did something by myself.
I stole your clocks. I've been working the last couple hours on date and time software for an old program.
Oh, cool. That's great. Okay, so now the question is, I think, which one do we want? I think we want this one. Oh, heaven, that's on the wrong screen and it's the wrong size. So
What's the clock's favorite time?
I don't have any idea, Chris. What is the
6:30 hands down.
Do what?
6:30 hands down. I stole Mitch's joke.
All right, now I gotta go figure out why I'm on the right scene because the Zoom is showing, but I don't see. Let me turn that off just in case I have to leave it and come back. World clocks, here we go. And then let's go find this over here. There we go. That doesn't look too bad. I might change the color up in a minute. So I'll keep that there, and I'm back.
See, Josh had something today.
I think he was playing Fortnite.
Well, he's opening a box on his Fortnite channel.
Oh, yeah?
I'm not actually watching. I'm just watching the little preview thing you get.
Yeah, yeah. I unsubscribed from him and got rid of all the history.
Thistle looks like a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah. No clocks. Did you break them? No. Boy, you're almost as you have almost as much confidence in me as Jim in Arkansas does.
Ooh. Oh, there. Okay, now it's clearer.
Where's he at tonight?
I don't know. I told him what time I was going to be streaming.
I'm curious, what restaurant was he looking at that he got so?
Well, we can discuss that after the stream.
Oh, camera dirty.
Yeah, Mrs. K and I talked about that coming home too. Yeah. So no, what I did was, as you all are aware, and I'll spoiler alert, tomorrow's premiere is all about me cleaning up my downloads folder. And currently downloads folder is disappeared. Wonderful.
It's clean.
Yeah, really. Can't ask for no more than that, can you? I'm down to 275 items in my downloads folder. I moved quite a few today. I actually deleted quite a few today because it was things that, I'll screenshot and then send out and then download it thinking, oh, I'll use that later. Well, I don't ever use it. Oh, and Jim in Arkansas has a new saying. It's no longer for the 18th time. It's for the 100th time.
Bless his heart.
I know. He tries
I'll
so
make
hard.
you feel better. My download folder has 111 subfolders, 348 files, and it's 14.5 gigabytes.
Well, I didn't check the size.
So you're clean by
Yeah.
anybody. It's reasonable standards.
I got 17 items in my downloads.
If I get down under 100, I'll be doing good. I really will. I started out at 728, so I don't feel too bad right now sitting where I'm sitting. I really don't. So the burning question I know is, how did it go at the DMV today?
261 items been downloaded.
How did it go to the post office?
I haven't been to the post office yet. Hopefully
that was a reference on going postal.
Oh, well, no, I just walk away. So yesterday, we go in there. We're the first people there. We get to sit down with a guy named Kenneth. He lets me bring a chair over so Mrs. K and I can both sit in front of his little cubicle with no issues. We do our transaction, no problem. We go home and call the bank and go from there. So today, loaded with all the information that I got yesterday, I go back. We're the first people in again today. We actually were there when they opened the doors again. And we walk in, and Kenneth is there. And I'm like, man, I really hope I get him because he was pleasant to work with. Nope, I get Karen. We walk up, and she goes, how can I help you? And I reach over to grab the chair, and the cubicle next to me to move it over. She goes, sir, you can't do that. I'm like, excuse me? Sir, you can't put that chair over here. I says, ma'am, we were just here yesterday, and your boy Kenneth over there, I did it with no problem. COVID protocol, sir. I said, for the love of God. And she goes, no, it's COVID protocol. So I put that chair back. There's 100 chairs in the lobby. We're the only people in there, mind you. So I go to grab one of those. She goes, sir, you can't do that. I said, excuse me? She said, COVID regulations. I said, okay, so I'll stand here instead of sitting here. And your COVID regulations are basically thrown out the window. And then I swear to God, she's sitting in her chair and she does this. She goes 10 feet away. She goes, you might have COVID, sir. I said, Karen. Her name was Shereel. I said, Karen, you might have COVID. About that time, she goes, supervisor. So this this young lady comes over and she says, "How can I help you?" And I go through the whole thing, and she looks at the picture. She says, "I'll be right back." She says, "We don't have it." So,
What?
yeah. So I said, "I need to call someone within the BMV because my title's sitting in the state of Indiana somewhere. And I need to find it because in 58 days, I can't legally drive my car on the road." She gives me this little piece of paper. It's customer service, which is an automated system. You got to go through five prompts to get a real person. So I called the lady while I was driving home. She was somewhat useful. She said, "You need the specific address that you sent, that your bank sent the title to." I said, "I can get that for you." Get home. I had to wait for the credit union to open in Utah. I called them. Man, this lady should run the world because this lady was just so super thorough, so super nice. She says, "Oh yeah, we sent it to 5515 South Meridian, Indianapolis 46217." I said, "Yeah, that was their old building." She goes, "Well, that's where it's at." I said, "Well, they're in a new building now." She goes, "Well, then they've lost it in the transfer." So she also gave me a direct number to the BMV. Don't have to go through the customer service number. So very helpful. So I call him back, and I got probably her cousin, in all seriousness, because this lady at the BMV was real helpful. And I explained it to her, and she goes, "Oh, my goodness." She says, "Well, let's see what we can find out." So you can hear her tapping away, and I've never heard somebody, well, she might not have been typing, but it sounded like she was. And she takes all the information. She goes, "Here's what's going to happen. We will investigate this. Somebody will physically go to the location, and they will go through all the boxes until they find it. If it's not there," she says, "our overflow goes to the main B&V in downtown Indianapolis." My thinking was, why didn't the people that work at the B&V tell me this? Surely to God, this isn't some double secret probation thing that nobody knows about. I said, "Well, I said, we've been trying to do this since September. When can I expect an answer?" She goes, "You'll either get an answer today or tomorrow."
Yeah,
And
right.
well, I sure I know, Gary. Really, I said, "Really?" She says, "Oh yeah." So nothing today. I'm hoping we hear something tomorrow. So, and then when we walked out the door, then Mrs. K went postal. Forgot to
Oh,
wind the clocks. No, I didn't forget to wind the clocks. So,
Well, at least you got a hold of somebody that seems semi-competent.
well, we have 57 days now since today is over to get this resolved. And the one lady that had half a brain, she agreed with me. It's stupid for the BMV to send it back to Utah, for them to send it back here. If they get their hands on it, just process it and give us our plates. And then the next issue they're going to push is they're going to push us to get a driver's license.
oh hell.
There he is. Somebody must have sent him a message.
Yeah.
Not me. Is that you, Darren?
No.
Oh, Jose?
Nobody sent me a message. I just had your video on another tab. You did, and I just happened to click on it and seen you was live.
Okay. Yeah. Really, Gary, that's
I hate to say it, but it does sound like it.
yeah,
Am I right?
I agree 100%. I agree.
Am I right with my assumption?
Yeah. I support
Don't
that
say much.
100%. So,
So it probably wasn't a Karen.
well, that's debatable. All I know is we've got to get this done. I actually thought about getting up super early in the morning, driving to Charleston, Illinois, going to the DMV, Department of Motor Vehicles, renewing our plates there for $151. I can't do that. So
What does BMV stand for?
Bureau of Motor Vehicles. It's just this idiotic state. My brother-in-law's words, not mine. Every place else in the world, I'm pretty sure it's Department of Motor Vehicles. Everywhere else in the world, you walk in with your plate, your registration, you walk out with your plate from that state, and your registration from that plate. Go figure. So Alex joins us and immediately leaves us.
Yep.
Oh, I'm still here.
Well, I will say, Ken, in South Carolina, we did have to take the title in.
To show him physically the title.
Yes, and they took the title, which was from Tennessee originally, and issued me a new title from South Carolina because they do require it to be titled there.
Yeah, I suspect that's what they're doing here.
And although we didn't have a lien on it because it was something we had bought years and years before, and it was ours, you know.
Right.
And we didn't have to call the bank or whatever to get a hold of it. I mean, we physically had the title already. It's just Nevada never wanted it.
Right.
So it stayed in the safe deposit box for the 10 years we lived here before. So.
I better mention His Highness while I'm giving the shout out on YouTube.
Yes.
Oh,
I just mentioned you. I think I got everybody. Nope, I missed two.
now that it's my
Oh no.
now that it's my mom's birthday and she already has it, I can publicly disclose on Zoom what I got her.
I don't think she watches the stream, does she?
No, she doesn't, but she already knows. So
Yeah. So today was your mom's birthday?
yes.
Should have got 60 red roses.
Yeah.
Well, your birthday's not too far away, is it?
My birthday is 2 weeks from yesterday.
So you came pretty close to being born on her birthday.
Oh, can
My
you
birthday is
imagine
2
what that would
weeks
have
from
been like?
yesterday. Yeah, I've been sitting around here trying to decide where I want to go eat.
Ah.
I hear McDonald's.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
My birthday's in August. I gotta decide where I wanna go.
Yeah, wish your mom happy birthday from everybody.
Yep.
Mine's in October. I'll have to take a lot of naps till then.
Well, she definitely wasn't expecting me to get her flowers. That's the first time she's ever gotten flowers like that in a box shipped. I ordered them Christmas Eve, and they were shipped out because of the Christmas holiday. They were shipped out last night, all the way from Miami, to here overnight.
Were they in pretty good shape when they got there?
Well, this one has got batteries in here, and I'm not going to give you any more right now.
Were they wilted or anything, or were they pretty
No,
fresh?
they actually come.
You have to use disposable batteries.
Ship them in bud stage. A lot of them still in bud stage, so it takes them 2 or 3 days to fully bloom.
Okay.
So, based on the reviews I've read, they're supposed to be even prettier 2 or 3 days after you've had them.
Well, that was Don. Didn't you say she's got something else coming on Friday? And I realize you can't disclose it because we're streaming. But did I understand you to say that correctly?
Now, I got stuff coming from me on Friday.
Oh, for you. Well, you can discuss that.
Drinks and tea and stuff like that.
All right.
But yeah, I just didn't. And she actually found out about it through my dad. Because they was talking on the phone.
Well, he spilled the beans, did he?
Huh?
Your dad spilled the beans? She knew about him before she got him?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As he said, well, I thought he was going to send you flowers. And I'm like, I am. They're just not here yet. UPS was being a little slow.
Do you do you and your mom use the same Amazon account or not?
Yes.
Yeah, you do, right?
Yes.
So she could
Sorry.
have went
I
in there
was
and looked
quite-
at the orders, right?
She could, but she didn't. But she didn't, because if she did, she would have questioned me about it.
Or she knew what you were
Or
doing
she
and
did
didn't say
like
anything.
most parents do and doesn't say anything and then acts surprised when she gets them.
No, I figure she didn't look at it at all. But if she did, she would have seen that I used my own cord but anyway, I figure she would have questioned me about it. How have she seen? Because most of the time she assumes that I use her cord unless I'm buying food. But I didn't use her cord in this case because I didn't want to have to tell her that I was going to use her cord for something and not do it.
That's funny. Hey, Mom, I'm going to use your card, buy you a birthday present. Thanks.
I'll give you the money later.
Exactly. Exactly.
Or it won't.
Oh, yeah. So don't you have some internet news you want to share with everybody as well?
Well, it's not technically it's not my internet news, it's somebody else's internet news that I went to church with. So this lady that I went to church with that doesn't go there anymore, but she used to. She posted 2 or 3, 4 hours ago that she has, at least on Wi-Fi, she has about 300 up and 300 down. And she
That
moved
sounds like fiber.
I do. Same kind I do with the same provider I have.
Yeah, for some reason I was thinking you had a different provider. 399.2 down and 324 up.
No, she doesn't. Everybody that lives in this town, unless they're using an AT&T or Verizon or T-Mobile hotspot, all has the same provider. Because there's only one in this small town.
But they may not have fiber every place.
They don't. That's quite obvious because she's got 300 up and 300 down over Wi-Fi, which I'm assuming is probably 900.
That was Wi-Fi? That was over Wi-Fi?
That was over Wi-Fi. So that's the reason why I told you I'm assuming it's 900 over Ethernet.
Oh wow, I didn't realize it was over
But that's an
Wi-Fi.
assumption. And I only say that because it is synchronous. Things speed up and down.
Well, how far away from you does she live?
I don't know her address.
I was trying to put the
But this
pieces
town's
together.
not that big, so I would say she probably lives within 5 miles.
So you know what you can do tomorrow morning?
Log onto her computer to a speed test.
Yeah, really. No. You know what you can do tomorrow morning, right?
Yes,
It's
I know what you're going to say. I could call him, but I'm
Exactly.
Hey, Jeff.
okay.
Oh, excuse me. That link is for you to look at.
And wouldn't you know it that if I try to go to the website and check availability or whatever they call it, they won't show me the speeds that are available in my area because we already have service at this address.
That's why you call them, because you already have service, and you're correct. You're not going to get it over on the website.
Okay. Well, they may be building out fiber in your area, and they just
That's
haven't
what
got
that's
your
what they're
Yeah.
that's what
address
they're
yet.
doing. That's why certain people only have 50 and some people have a gig.
They're trying to trademark the name Michigan Central Station. God bless them.
They'll probably
Not
get it.
sure.
But at this point, I think pretty much 50 is pretty much the standard because that's the least amount my grandma can get where she lives. is 50. It used to be
She got
25. but
Windstream as well, or is she with a different company?
she's with a different company, but her minimum speed that they offer where she lives is 50. They offer where she lives. They offer all the way from. They offer all their lowest package is 50 down, 5 up, and their highest package is 250 down, 10 up.
We'll grab a water. Not prepared for tonight's show.
Their highest package for 250 down, 10 up is $120 a month.
Oh,
The one she's paying for the lowest package, the residential package, is like
Sit down.
$50 a month.
Dude, old Ken Hubbard went to the cupboard. There was no water. Oh no.
I got
One
plenty
thing
of
I've
cold
noticed
water.
is she's on cable. She's on cable internet. So I've noticed that at like Christmas time, when it's like really congested and there's a lot of people home, the speeds will slow down.
Yeah, more people on the internet.
But in my case, because I'm on a completely different technology than she is, I get my full speed all the time, no matter who's at home, what time it is.
But I thought you said sometimes late at night when you're bored and have nothing to do, your speeds go up. Or did I pretend
Yes,
that I
you
heard
are
that?
correct. I did say that.
Well, that's good. I thought maybe I was starting to really lose my
But-
mind for sure.
But I said that one time for one specific reason.
To confuse me? It
No.
worked.
Because it only has happened one time, and that was when they increased my speed from 25 to 50.
How
Back
long
in
ago
April.
was that? That's been a couple years, has it not?
That was back in April of 2020, right after COVID.
Almost 3 years ago. I seem to have lost.
And this might seem a little far fetched, but seems like every 3 years we get upgraded, because we went from 12 megs to 25 megs in 3 years, and then we went from 25 megs to 50 megs 3 years. We had 25 for 3 years, and now we've had 50 for 3 years. So that makes me wonder if, since it's been 3 years, if they're going to increase it again.
Well,
Let me
have
ask
you called
something,
them?
Alex, are you considered a rural area?
Yes, they are.
Because there are government grants that come around every so often to improve internets in rural areas. I'm just
They've
wondering,
been talking.
might be getting a little
They've been
government
talking a
money.
lot about that in Arkansas.
Have you called them lately?
No, Gary, I have not, and I know I'll get grief for that, but
Well,
I've
according
not called
to
him because we're getting what we're paying for, and it's been working rock solid.
they say they have kinetic fiber in your area now on their website. I don't know if they do, but hey, they also say they have the fastest 1 gig fiber.
I have seen people around here laying fiber optic lines, those orange tubes that they put the fiber optic conduit that they put the fiber optic in.
So there's where Alex lives right there. Oh, that's not the right view. Let's go with this view.
A satellite view, so you can see my.
Mm-hmm. It's out in the middle of Arkansas, 40 miles from Little Rock, but it's a good sized little town.
I mean, it's not. There's a whole lot smaller towns than us.
I would think, by virtue of the fact you live right across the street from this school, that your internet would be a whole hell of a lot faster anyway.
You have to call.
The school don't have nothing to do with
Yeah,
me. The
Gary.
school's on a dedicated line. They've got last I heard from the technician, they've got 2 gigabits because they've got to have a certain amount of speed per student.
Yeah,
per
but it's
state
coming down that
regulations.
street is what we're trying to say.
Right. If they got a dedicated line that runs to that school, then you should figure out why you don't have it. If you want it. I don't know if you even want it or not. Who am I kidding? Of course you want it. You're always bitching about the speed.
And they will not lower your rate until you talk to them. I guarantee you. That's called business practice.
Go look at chat real quick. Nobody's chatting in chat. Gary's
Or maybe if I stay with what I've got, maybe at some point when they upgrade everybody and have fiber all around town, I'll get automatically upgraded. Or was that just a coincidence because of COVID? Because the government said so.
it's going to cost you money. You might
Alex,
get it.
you'll have
But
to
it's,
have that
you're not going to
fiber.
get. You're not going to get from where you're at to a gig speed and pay the same amount. You do know
Alex,
that.
they're gonna have to-
According to the woman that posted that on Facebook and the comments that she's responding to on that post, they said that there's other people commenting on that post that are supposed to have the kind of the same fiber speed, and they were told, she was told that the price would stay the same, but it would not go up.
You're going,
And
they're
yet
gonna
you
have to come
still
out.
won't call to see if you can get it for the same price you have right now. What there's got to be a lightning bolt come out of the sky for you to call him tomorrow or what?
Good Lord's got
For
a
God's
simple
sakes, man, you're 29 years old. Call and find out if you can get it. No? Okay. I tried.
Alex, they'll have to come out and put that box on your house too. For fiber.
Oh, the ONT, optical network terminal. Yeah, I'm familiar with. Because I commented on her post and asked her if new equipment was required or if they was able to use the existing equipment that she already had. Well, she ran a speed test before and a speed test after, and the speed test before was like 2.5 down. So she literally supposedly went from 2.5 down all the way up to 400 down and 324 up.
Now, is she
That'd be
strictly
handy just
on
for that.
Wi-Fi, or does she have Ethernet connection somewhere?
I can only assume it's Wi-Fi because everybody uses their phones and tablets. There's not a lot of people that actually have a hardwired computer. So that's the reason why I said I'm assuming if she had it plugged in via Ethernet, it'd be 900. If it is truly a gig, she may be limited to 300, which I
On
wouldn't be
Wi-Fi?
complaining about.
I see Wintermute's joined us,
Good evening, fellas.
and I heard the bell. Evening to you, sir. I'm running a speed test on my phone right now, and I'm not real pleased with the results. 174.3 down. It's going to be about 160 something, maybe a little bit higher up. Nope, 200, 205.
Maybe she'll respond on Facebook to me and let me know.
So I only had one little stumbling block this afternoon when I was moving the clocks over into their dedicated folder. And it was something that I didn't even think about.
Yeah.
I moved them all over, and I remember Wintermute said as long as it's in the same
Okay.
folder.
She commented on her post. She replied to me, and she says, from what I heard, it's coming. And then she says, I asked her how it was physically connected, and she says, new box outside, same router inside, fiber from the pole.
But you still don't know what side of town she lives on, or how far away she lives from you, or anything like that. You may have it now for all you know, and you just don't realize it.
If I had it now, I would realize it because I'm constantly running speed tests all the time.
No,
For that
I
one
meant you
specific.
might. Okay, so I miss that. That was misworded. My fault. You might have the ability to have it right now, but because you refuse to call them and ask, you're still running 50 up, 50 down. It might be connected to the pole outside your house, and they just haven't ran the line to the OPK box or whatever it is you called it.
I wish I had 50 up, but I don't. But I get your point.
I thought, what do you pay for? I thought you paid for 50.
We pay for 50 down and 10 up.
No, and what's your actual speeds?
My actual speeds range anywhere from 50 to 60 down and 10 up.
Okay.
I can push 60 on Ethernet.
Okay. So anyway, as I was saying before we had to switch back to the internet, I only have one issue in that I remember Wintermute said as long as it's all in the same folder, that's how it connects. So I'm moving stuff and I'm doing this and doing this. I was really proud of myself. I had 3 of the 4 clocks working just fine. I clicked on the 4th one and I know that's got stuff on it. Why isn't it working? And then it dawned on me in my moment of I got this done. Ah, I feel good about myself. Oh damn it! I forgot to bring that over to this folder.
I guess I'm just stubborn, being technical support myself, or at least thinking I'm technical support. I hate calling technical support.
Get over it.
Well, I don't think you have to technically call technical to support to see if you have gig speed. I think you call sales.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been a while since I've had to do anything like that. So, but all you got to do is call.
Yeah, call sales. They'll tell you if it's available in your area or not. They know that much because they're trying to sell people on stuff.
Exactly. They want their
You
money.
just put your address in on their webpage.
Can't do that. It don't work, Greg.
Yeah, because he's got existing service.
And pick up the phone. Very simple.
So Black Serendipity joins us again this evening. Good to see him back. Or her. I'm not sure yet.
Olivia?
That's good.
Alex, I mean, I was in the kitchen downstairs. I didn't hear it, but I mean, they can't bite you over the phone, I don't think, unless you got, virtual reality phone. Just,
I mean, it shouldn't require me giving them it shouldn't be like it shouldn't
well, it will require them to
ask
give
me,
your
it
address.
shouldn't
They're going
like
to say,
me, it shouldn't like me into anything like
you're going to ask them a question. Heck, you probably have lowered the price to your rate right now if you talk to them. If it's been 3 years, you're paying the same.
The bad thing is there's only one provider. If he had a different provider, he could go to the old threat that he's going to go to the other provider, but he can't do that.
yeah. But
Yeah, but they still
I got a question, Alex. You started to say something. No one's going to come knocking on your door and go, Mr. Cheek, we are here to inform you you're getting a gig speed. It's never going to happen. You're going to have to call or send an email or send a message or something to find out. Nobody's going to cater to you and come say, we'd like to congratulate you. You're going to go from 50 to a gig. You may have it, but because of your stubbornness, you had said that. Your words, not mine.
Well, if what they're saying on Facebook is true and they're not going to increase,
Wait,
and they're
who's
going
saying
to
on
increase the
Facebook?
price,
Who is saying it on Facebook?
Always trust Facebook.
The cable company or an internet company or people?
the person that has the service.
Well, talk to the people selling the service. The person you're talking to may be a drug addict from space wearing a tinfoil hat. Talk to the people selling it.
Gary, I think I talked to that.
If there's a way to get you faster speed for more money, they will try real hard to do that.
Yeah.
They will give you the fastest 1 gig in America. The fastest 1 gig. I repeat, the fastest.
And it sounds
I
like
don't
your
see how
friend
you
that
can get
posted
a
whatever
faster
she
1
did is
gig
getting
if
a great deal.
And we'll ask you to Windstream that it's on their front page that they offer the fastest 1 gig in America.
Well, isn't that
1
just
gig is 1
advertising?
gig, same as
You think?
I'm just going out on a limb here. I don't
It's all
know.
just marketing.
But they still say they have it in your area. Actually, did I say,
Tony says,
excuse
"Ay,
me, I did not say
caramba." Yeah,
him.
really.
My fault. But they do have it on their website because I just was there looking. Thought it was hilarious. You can have internet up to 100 meg, 500, or 1 gig.
And it's the fastest 1 gig.
That's
Yeah.
their catchphrase.
That's
Kinetic
what it
internet,
says.
fiber internet.
Stealth mode.
Stop. I will even post the link to where it says it, just for argument's sake.
I see stealth mode has joined us. Good evening to you. Good to see you again.
Where we
Hope
at?
to see
Help.
you on Zoom. Black Serendipity, where are you from in the
Not
world?
the slowest, the fastest.
Yeah.
I'm happy
It's
with
in
mine.
YouTube chat.
I'm a little disappointed in the cell
People
phone.
have
It's
been
been
complaining
acting weird.
for a while on Facebook about how on their company Facebook page about how they advertise that you can get 1 gig, but that only applies to certain areas. Not every area can get 1 gig.
Well, understand right now the government is pushing for like 400 meg to be the slowest internet countrywide for equality, equity, and yada yada and all the crap. But your tax dollars at work. So you might have it, not know, or have the ability to get it. And if you look, there's a nice asterisk at the bottom. And it's also 20 times faster than the best advertised cable internet speed. Their words, not mine.
I think it's
But like in our little township, we actually set speed limits or speed, not limits, what would you call it? The lowest they can offer in the community. And the lowest price or the highest price they can offer for the lowest speed. And they still want to be here.
I'm pretty happy with mine. It accomplishes.
No, I guess
everything
I
need
just,
to.
like I say, I guess I'm just stubborn and I just don't like calling them if I don't have a
Guess.
I haven't
Guess
called them
you guess.
all year 2022. I haven't called them not 1 time.
Well, you're probably paying too much.
I have an issue.
You're paying too much is what the issue probably is. And I'll bet you money on that.
Can't hurt to call.
If they're offering fiber in your area and you don't have it yet, that's a legitimate question to ask.
Sure. Very worst thing they're going to tell you, Alex, is we don't have that in your area.
No, Mr. Cheak, we don't offer it there. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, I mean, or they'll say we're currently.
We'll put you on the list and we'll call you when we
Street.
get it.
Church Street's next.
The number is 800-347-1991.
Yes, I know the number. I have it programmed in my phone. Know it by heart.
I thought it was
Why you know?
809.
Just not.
If you don't call, why you know it by heart?
I mean this wholeheartedly, seriously,
Because
Alex.
in the past, I've had to call. In the past, before COVID, I've had to call like 2 or 3 times a week because it
Was
would
horrible
slow down
service.
and not work right half the time. But since COVID, it's been rock solid. My
Well, as slow as it is, and I hope they can make it slow.
70 days.
I'm sorry.
That's true.
At that speed, they could do it with a tennis shoe. Sneaker net.
Or a potato.
Or a
I hear
sword
you can
post.
do a lot of things with potatoes these days.
There was one time
You
my
guys got an
modem hadn't
airport?
been rebooted for 100 days, and the power went off and reset it. It's like, oh man,
I didn't
I
know
just
you had
lost
an
a
airport
100-day
there.
record.
Wow.
Don't get a apple pie for that.
Think of it this way: that's 100 days that people can try to get in your system.
Mm-hmm.
But listen to this. Listen to this, Gary. I can go to my grandma's cable internet provider, and they list their speeds on the website, and you don't have to put in an address or anything. There's not even a spot to put in your address. They
Yeah,
flat
but
out say they offer this.
well, that
for
doesn't always mean you get it.
this for business. Blah blah blah.
You can go to ours and they don't say that. You have to put your address in. And then they still want to talk to you.
With hers you don't, and it's probably because it's a small city owned company or whatever. But what's funny about it is their customer service or technical support is still out of Dallas, Texas. When you call, they outsource their technical support and customer service to Dallas.
Well, at least it's not out of the US.
True.
Yeah. Maybe, maybe not. Just because Billy Bob isn't really, Billy Bob Jones might not be in Texas.
That's what they told me when I went to the office one time. And that's with them. You can actually, if you need a modem programmed or whatever for their service, you can actually walk into their office locally. They're in the city. You can't do that here with my provider.
Yeah.
You can't do that with Windstream, but you can do that with her provider.
Closest town to me is Spectrum, and I think their office is closed now.
Do
I
what,
would
Chris?
hope so, Chris. Is
I
what,
said the
midnight?
closest town to me is they got Spectrum, and I think the local office is closed.
A lot of them are doing that. They're letting it on the internet.
But up in Macon, Georgia, they got Cox Cable, and they got 5 or 6 offices. They got 5 or 6 places around Macon.
Several Spectrum outlets, mostly cell phones.
Our service is called, my grandma's service is called Cable Links Broadband. And they run all the service from the main office in town. I've went in there and I've seen cables and all that all over.
I seem to have lost the clocks on OBS.
One of their technicians actually lives here in Sheridan. So he knows the struggle of Windstream.
So
that they put the struggle that they put us through over the past 20 years.
Last year, the Spectrum, they took down their old tower. It's been up there for years, and they put up a self-supporting tower. But the only thing on that big old tall tower is a little bitty antenna on top. I don't know what the point of taking it down was. I guess the old one was rusty, but what's the point of that big old tower? I thought they were going to put more antennas on it.
You live in White County? East Arkansas.
Do what?
Nothing. I'm just looking at Cable Links, which is broadband there.
You see that cable tower would serve several companies around the central Georgia it was linked up to other cable companies.
There's Rick.
Hey, Rick.
Rick?
The fuck?
Rick uploaded his first short
Hey,
video
Rick.
today.
Hello. I didn't know if you guys could hear me or not. Thing's acting funny on me tonight.
So I
Rick,
have a
can you,
question.
is Rick here? I can't hear him.
Yeah, really. All right, this is driving me up.
So I have a question. Should I
Everyone
do
knows.
a live stream on my birthday of us going to eat? Would anybody watch that?
Once
Only
you
if
get
you
to the
call the
restaurant or
internet
driving
company.
down the road?
Can any of you guys hear me or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good, Rick.
We hear
We
you.
can hear
Okay.
you.
Where you going to eat, Alex?
Sure, do it, Alex.
I don't know yet.
You haven't
It's
chosen a restaurant yet.
I'm not 100% sure. I called one place today, and Ken called the same place, and the lady that answered the phone sounds like she don't want to have my business.
Did you ask her the internet speed?
Chris Garrett, everybody.
If I
Chris
were to do that
Garrett.
around town, ask people for their internet speed, I'd have the cops talking to me about it. In this town, that's none of your business. They will literally tell you, we're not going to tell you that. Okay.
I'm
Because
just
I already
messing
know,
with
because I did it
Alex.
once. I bugged 3 people. Next thing they know, I had a cop asking me, you asking people questions? Like, yeah, I stopped. I'm going home.
I used to ask internet speed. Now I ask their sex or their pronouns. I don't care what I need to.
They knew what I was asking. They knew the internet speed. And I said, it's none of your business. Stop asking. All right.
I've seen videos where people will they go up to people's houses and ask them what their Wi-Fi password is.
No, I've had one of my grandma's neighbors do that to her when I was there, and I was there.
Why the hell?
Thankfully, she don't know. Thankfully, my grandma don't know the password. So
And I'm
So
going to
she
go ahead
can't
and
get
end the
to nobody
stream,
when
and I'm
I'm
going to
there
reboot my
without calling
system.
me.
I will be back on Zoom.
Now I'm looking at a Spectrum, and they have the fastest 1 gig too.
That's
Wonder
what
who's
Uh-oh.
I wonder who's the fastest.
Yeah, really. That's not good, is it?
It's no different than AT&T or T-Mobile or Verizon saying they have the fastest network.
So thank you, Tony, for being here. Jim was
Who
here
left?
briefly. I don't know if he's
My
still there. Chris
AT&T,
Garrett was
my
third.
AT&T service on my phone, depending on where I'm at, it's pretty fast. I sent Ken a video the other day coming home on New Year's Eve. There was one spot I was in. I ran a speed test and I got 200 down on my phone, and about 20 up. And the next second, I had nothing. But for that 1 second, I had 200.
You must have been right by a tower.
You better move there.
Yeah, I'm going to reboot my system as
What's
soon
so
as this
funny, Rick?
ends, and I'll be back on
You
Zoom.
worried about internet speed is ridiculous.
So it's got the good night. I'm going to go ahead and end it.
What? Am I the only person that